Fáilte arás. Welcome back. Making your vocabulary bigger and richer can take a long time in Gaelic. It can be tricky to remember all kinds of different words. But if you already have part of a word that forms one of these new words, then it's actually fairly straightforward, quite easy to learn something new. So if you already have part of a new word, you've already done part of the work. It's already there in your mind. So this video is going to show you one little word that will unlock a lot of others so that your vocabulary can grow really fast and you don't really have to do much except remember what this little word means. Okay, gleva. So, what about me? Our little word is me. Here it is, me. And first of all, don't confuse it with the word for me. Me. They're not the same. They're not the same. Me. 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 It's longer. The I sound is longer. Me. Me. That's what accent marks do in Gaelic. They make the sound longer. Me. Me. Okay. So, me simply means un or not. It's like the English prefix, un. Un. So let's see. Un. Un or not. That's what we're dealing with here. Me. And if you put it in front of a word, it makes it not that thing. Let's take a look at some examples here. Me oshol. Me oshol. If you saw the videos about the wraiths in the Witcher world, you came across this. Foundational folk, I'm so sorry. In the flow of the story, I actually forgot to put this in. I forgot to weave it in there. So this might be the first time you've come across me oshol. So remember, when it comes to the wraiths, they're me oshol. It's a good word to describe them. So again, apologies for that. Me oshol. Well, we've discovered here that me means not or un, right? Un. And foshol. Foshol means kind of restful and, grounded, right? Unrestful or not restful. And to really make this translation smoothed out and like really natural in English, we would say restless. Restless, right? Restless, without rest, not having rest, not being restful. So, me comes at the front and it makes it not that thing. It negates whatever comes next. Me oshol, unrestful. It's restless. Yeah, gleva. Nice. And thinking about the wraiths, natation, aun and sul and witcher. Well, ha iet me oshol. Ha. Sound me oshol. Aha, natation. Sound gleva. Okay, so let's work backwards from this. If we take off me, we have our opposite of it. Foshol. Foshol. Maybe I'll bring talichtja down here. Talichtja. We're going to do this for a bunch of examples so that this is really clear to you. All right, so foshol is our word for restful. Kind of grounded, rested, that kind of thing. Peaceful, maybe, in a sense. Like, foshol, foshol. And all we do to make it the opposite of that is add on me. Oh, geez, that's a weird arrow. It's okay that it's a weird arrow. I wasn't expecting that. Clever. Foshol becomes me oshol. The me is un. It makes it negative. It's not restful, restless. That's all we do. So the pattern is to add me to the beginning, and we add an H if we can. We lenite. And this smooths the sound between me and foshol. Me oshol. If we were to say me foshol, It's kind of, I don't know, it's staccato. It's mi foshel, da da. But mi oshel is smoother. Mi oshel. Yeah, gleva. Okay, let's do some more examples to really bring this into your memory. Talichcha, this is one that we definitely come across a lot. Talichcha, happy, can also mean content. That's the kind of happy this means. It's not like jumping for joy and, losing your mind with happiness. It's another word. Talichcha really means content, like contented happy. It's kind of related to foshel. I think they're connected. So, talichcha, happy or content. Now, how do we make it unhappy? What do we do? We need our mi. Mi. Yep, that's our first step. Mi. That's our second step. Here, let's make these numbered. 1, 2. 1, 2. Mi and then the night. Mi. Mi holichcha. The sound has changed. It's an H sound now. Mi holichcha. Yeah, gleva. Just like the FH is silent here. Mi oshel. Gleva. Mi holichcha. Unhappy. Content. Discontent. I guess we could say something like that. Discontent. Lack of contentment. Uncontent. Doesn't work so well. Discontent. Yeah, discontented. Discontented. If you think Gaelic is crazy, think about all these beginnings in English, right? And the endings too, how the words change. Gaelic, we just add a mi, and it makes it the opposite of the original word. English, we have restless, meaning not. Here we have unhappy, meaning not happy. Discontent. Now there's dis, and un, and less, and there's more. So English is far more complex than Gaelic, or at least far less regular, far less consistent. Okay, gleva. So let's carry on here. Reisente, that's a good one. Reisente. Reasonable. Hashin reisente, shin reisente, that's reasonable. Dunya reisente, a reasonable person. Yeah, gleva. Okay, but if it's unreasonable, what do we do? Our first step is to add mi. And then our second step is to add an H. We're leniting, if we can. Mi reisente. Mi. But R's can't lenite, so we don't have to worry about that. If you want to know more about the letters that do or don't lenite, there are resources online, and I'm going to make a video that really spells it out clearly as well. Gleva. I think that's on my list for this year. Mi reisente. Unreasonable. Well, reisente, I guess it could be sensible. It's like unsensible. Yeah, unsensible. Illogical. There's another one. Unreasonable, illogical, restless, discontent. We're already up to 4 different words meaning not in English, and in Gaelic we just have the one. Okay, so this one is very clear. We don't even have to lenite. Mi reisente. All right, mogal. This is a really good one if you are, if you interact with kids, especially if you're a teacher. Mogal means polite. Polite. Mogal. Oh, how mogal. You're polite. Be mogal. Be polite. Right? But if they're not polite, what do? Mi and add an H. Mi Mi vogal. The sound has changed. Mogal to vogal. It's because of the MH. Mi vogal. So this is impolite. Oh, geez. We're up to 5 different little words in English that mean not. Gosh, let's let's have a chart here. Let's see if we come across any others, or a count. The Gaelic has 1. English has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clever. Impolite. Mi vogal. Mi vogal. Don't be impolite. Na be mi vogal. All right, coming down here, we have 2 more. Cínteach. Cínteach means certain. Certain, or it's sure. Sure. Yeah. Cínteach. Ha mi cínteach. I'm certain. Hai cínteach. It is certain. Aye. Cínteach. You know, certainly, certainly. Cínteach. What do we do to make it not, or the opposite of cínteach? Mi cínteach. Uncertain. Unsure. There we go. That's another great example. Very clear. Yeah. Cínteach, to make it the opposite. Put the mi, lenite, to make everything smooth. Mi cínteach. There's another H sound. Mi cínteach. Mi cínteach. All right. And last but not least, this is a really useful one. Fortunach. Fortunate or lucky. Yep. Fortunach. It even sounds like fortunate. Fortunach. And how do we make it unfortunate or unlucky? Mi, at our H. Mi orstanach. FH is silent. Mi orstanach. Mi orstanach. Just like up here, mi oshel. And that's unlucky, unfortunate. And this brings us to a little phrase that is so useful, and it adds a lot of character to your Gaelic. So you don't sound like, you know, I don't know, it's a list of learners' phrases, or, I don't know, like a bit from a textbook, you know, so you sound like a human with personality. Always good when it comes to languages. Gu, mi, I ran out of space. Gu mi orstanach. Unfortunately. You know, oh, did they get their flight? Okay, did their flight go okay? Gu mi orstanach. They're stuck. They're stuck, gu mi orstanach. Yeah, unfortunately. It's a little different from unfortunate or unlucky. Yeah. But this little phrase here, unfortunately, adds a lot of character. It's pretty quick to internalize, I think. If you just practice it for maybe 2 weeks straight, saying it at least 10 times a day, gu mi orstanach. Gu mi orstanach. Whenever is appropriate, you know, like, something, I don't know, like something falls on the floor, the cat knocks something over, or the dog eats something, like, oh, they did that. Gu mi orstanach. Unfortunately, the cat has destroyed everything. Unfortunately, the dog has eaten all the toilet paper, or shredded it. For example, use this and your Gaelic will have a lot of personality. That's kind of like a bonus to this video. So, this little word mi meaning un or not, or it's just negative, will unlock a lot of words here. If we know these words, we've already got their opposites, just by knowing me and how it works. Yeah. So keep an eye out. As you learn more Gaelic, you'll probably come across a word with me at the front, me and a dash. That means un. And like I said, this is going to unlock a lot of words for you. It'll help your Gaelic, your vocabulary grow very quickly. Very, very quickly. And I think pretty easily too. Yeah. Have fun with this. Give it a go. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next story video. Gleva.